You know, the 2009-2010 season was a very interesting season because, you know, everyone had picked us to be in the middle of the pack.
That was a great team. You know, I think if we look back to the start of that year, we were picked out of the playoffs, you know, by all the pundits.
When we were really good and we had that season, it was a magic moment.
I don't think anybody expected us to have the team that we had. And I think in part, we kind of got back to being who we were.
The positive energy that we have, man, it was just something that you can't duplicate. And that's why it's hard to, when you get those rare teams, you try to get the most success as possible.
All night long, all night, all night, all night long, all night, all night.
Bounces to Stoudemire, goes in, wham, bam, slam, wow!
It was definitely an important year for us because we exceeded expectations. We had a team that was very highly skilled and smart.
We thought we were better than that. I think they thought, you know, our time had come and gone. I think they underestimated some of the guys on our team, like Grant and Jay Rich, and you know, those guys that, you know, maybe had more in the tank than they expected, myself included, perhaps.
Steve kind of felt like, you know, people forgot how good he was. You know, he didn't make the All-Star game in 2009. And so now we kind of got back to being who we were. And I remember Steve just set the tone early, came out guns blazing.
Nash to his left, pulls up for three. Absolutely! Steve Nash drains the big shot.
Nuevo time for Stoudemire.
We blocked out any outside talk. You know, we were just focused on how can we win, how can we have fun, how can we overachieve. I remember times throughout that year we just had moments where we just knew we couldn't be stopped.
That's Suns basketball, and so during that period, you have to run your system that's going to help your star. And Steve Nash was the star.
It was a special team. We had a lot of fight. We had a lot of talent that maybe was overlooked, and we came together.
We started out and played great basketball, and then we got into a playoff situation where I thought everyone stepped up, you know, when we needed them most. We're tied 1-1 going back to Portland, and Jason Richardson stepped up and had a great game for us, 42 points, and got us over the hump in that game.
Up to midcourt, it's Nash. Alley-oop feed. Hello! Jason Richardson comes crashing down.
No one that got hot like Jay Rich. People could score. He was scoring bunches, especially from the three, and then how his exclamation point with the dunk. I just remember in Portland, he had it going.
He has 42 points.
That feeling that we had, that's the kind of championship feeling that you hear about, you experience. I experienced it before in college.
You know, I think we could have been a team that could have won a championship that year.
We genuinely liked each other and enjoyed being around each other. And I think in part, there was a feeling during the season and particularly in the playoffs that year that, you know, yeah, we want to win. We want to win a championship. We want to do all, you know, but we don't want it to end.
And the Suns are going to win. The Suns do win, and they'll move on to the Western Conference Finals, surprising the basketball world with a 4-game sweep over the San Antonio Spurs.
Obviously, I don't want to glorify it, and I don't want to make it into fairy tales, but you know, it's been a long time that I haven't been able to beat this team, and you know, I had a great shot at it, so I was just trying to close it out and do everything I could to try to finish it tonight.
We were down 0-2, and these guys thought they were just going to do whatever they wanted and just apply their will against us. And I had enough. I came out in game 3 so focused, I don't think I smiled the entire game.
Nash on the drive over to Stoudemire. He scores at 41 points for Amari Stoudemire. 41 big ones.
They ended up with 42 points in the win, and it did turn the series around.
I just felt that both teams could not stop each other. They beat us pretty good twice up there. We beat them pretty good twice here. It was just like, what was going to give?
Everyone just stepped up so much, and then played great against a Laker team, but ended up losing that series 4-2.
You know, obviously, the Lakers series was a heartbreaker. Ron Artest made a crazy putback to win game 5. Otherwise, we'd have been going home up.
That was a tough one. Because I think Kobe shot an air ball. Warren Artest just kind of floats under the basket, and the ball just falls right into his hands. I mean, who would have known?
It took a lot out of us because that's the game you have to get to go back home and win.
You know, you look back and those moments never really go away. They always kind of wear on you and bother you. But that's what makes it all worthwhile. That's why you play, because you know all the chips are down, and if you lost, you lost. You got to take that, and it's going to burn, and it could burn forever.
That's one game. If any game I could ever have back in my career, would be that game.
That was by far my favorite season in the NBA. Maybe my favorite season, period.
That's what makes it special, and I'm extremely proud to be a part of that team and to see the fight and spirit and the way we came together and played together and played for one another.